Welcome to our online classes Zambia. In this video, I'll be solving two questions from 2020 Mathematics GCE Paper 1. Without further ado, we'll be right back after this short break. Alright, welcome back. So I'll be solving two questions under this same topic, coordinate geometry. So the first question is, given that the lines 3y is equals to x plus 6 and y is equals to kx plus 12 are perpendicular, find the value of k. So if two lines are perpendicular, it simply means they are meeting at 90 degrees. So if our first equation is A and our second equation is B, they should meet at 90 degrees if they are perpendicular. So if two lines are perpendicular, the product of their gradients should be equal to -1. So gradient 1 multiplied by gradient 2 is equals to -1. So how are we going to get the gradients for the two lines we're given in the question? We get the first equation, which is 3y is equals to x plus 6. And our second equation, which is y is equals to kx plus 12. Then we will arrange this first equation in this format. It's not that difficult. So we have our y-intercept as c and our gradient m. So we'll divide both sides by 3 in this equation to get this general formula. So we'll say 3y is equals to x plus 6. We divide both sides by 3. We have our y is equals to 1 over 3x. Then we say 3 into 6, that's a 2. So we have our gradient 1 in the first equation as 1 over 3. Then our gradient 2 in this second equation is already in this format. We have our y, we have our m as k, our x there, and our c as 12. So it's already arranged. We'll get our gradient as k. So now we have our m1 and our m2. So we'll substitute them in this formula. We say our m1, which is 1/3 multiplied by k is equals to -1 over 1. We say 1 multiplied by k is a k over 3 multiplied by 1, that's a 3, is equals to -1. Then you say over 1, then cross multiply. Then you say k times 1, that's k. Then 3 times -1 is -3. So this is how you solve a question when it comes in this way. All right, so the second question is saying, given that the point A is -2, 1, and the point B is a point 1, 5. Then the question is saying, find the magnitude of vector AB. Sorry, this is an arrow. So we find the magnitude of vector AB. So how are we going to do that? There are two ways of solving this question. So it's either you go the vector way or the coordinate geometry way. So the vector way is saying we use this formula, which is magnitude of vector AB is equals to square root of x squared plus y squared. But the coordinate geometry way is saying we just find the distance, and distance is found by saying x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. This is how we find the distance or the length of a vector in coordinate geometry. So I'd prefer we use the second formula. it can also work when you use the first formula, but we'll use the second formula for this video. So you just label, you just say x1 y1, right? Then x2 y2. After doing that, you substitute your values in this formula. You say AB is equals to square root, you get your x2, which is a 1, minus your x1, which is a -2. So now you've seen we have a negative and a negative. So what you do is you say negative multiplied by a negative is a positive. So you get a +2 plus y2, which is a 5, minus a y1, which is a 1 squared, right? Then you say AB is equals to 1 plus 2, which is a 3. So you say 3 squared plus 5 minus 1, which is a 4, right? Then you say 4 squared. AB is equals to 3 squared, we'll get a 9. Then for 4 squared, we'll get a 16. You say AB is equals to 9 plus 16, we'll get a 25. So now the final answer will be square root of 25, which is a 5. So therefore, the length of vector AB, or the magnitude of vector AB, is 5 units. Thank you so much for watching.